here at the Business Startup Show with a very special guest. It's Small Business Minister Mark Prisk.
Hi.
Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
How have you enjoyed the show today?
It's been really good. There's a real buzz. I always get this when I'm with people who are starting up, building their business. Sense of enthusiasm, lots of questions, wanting to know how the government can help them and so on. So, very encouraging.
That leads me on to my next question. How can the government help startups, people who are thinking about starting
Yeah, well, we're doing a lot of things in trying to help them. I think it starts with those people who are unemployed wanting to start that first business. The new enterprise allowance is going very well, the pilot up in Liverpool and St Helens, and so we're going to start rolling this out over the next year. And what I like about it, and what I think a lot of the SMEs who are talking to me today about, one, it's making sure that they have a proper business plan. They get business mentoring along with this equivalent of the job seeker allowance so that they are able to actually bridge that first 6 months when you get going financially until the money starts coming in. And it's that combination of seed corn funding with business experienced advice that they really like.
Excellent. You've obviously been in business yourself before moving into the world of politics. What did you learn? What was the biggest thing?
Oh, I think that cash is king. I think when you start up, you do your business plan and you always assume the money will come in a bit earlier than it does and that it'll go out a bit later than it does. And so cash is king, I think, was the big thing I learned.
Right. And what sort of advice were you giving to people in your seminar today?
Well, there was a huge range of questions. Some were on finance, others were on how, in talking about the way in which we're cutting red tape, helping people take on new staff, and also quite a lot of interest in the issues about how we're growing new local enterprise partnerships. So quite a broad range of things that people were interested in.
Excellent. Where do you see entrepreneurship going in the next 10 years?
Well, we have a very clear ambition which David Cameron set out, which is to make this coming 10 years the most entrepreneurial decade. And that means helping the guys and girls who are starting up now. It means helping the businesses grow that are already in play. It also, though, means helping the next generation. And I'm working with student entrepreneurs so that we can build up the number of student groups and clubs in our universities, our FE colleges, and also working through other programs so that the next generation all have a taste of what running your own business, being your own boss is about, and then when they get into the world of work, it can be a realistic option for everybody. It won't work for everybody, but it should be an option open to people. And I think getting that right, along with the things we're doing to make the economy stable and growing in a sustainable fashion, I think that combination is a really good one.
It's a really exciting time for business.
I think it is, and I think someone coming out of business and going into politics, we've come into a very difficult situation. Everybody knows, we've inherited a really bad mess, and the challenge then is how do you turn that around? And I'm a strong believer, a passionate believer, that actually the core are going to be the people who start and build a business and grow not only the job numbers, but also create the wealth in this country.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been great to have your support at the Business Startup Show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.